Over 900 million people are now turning to ChatGPT instead of Google in order to look for information, products, and services. Which means if you're not ranking in ChatGPT, you could potentially be missing out on tons of customers that are going to your competitors instead. Which is why in this video, I'm going to show you 3 easy steps to rank in ChatGPT, which honestly can get you ranking in just a couple of days. I'm going to be making it so simple that even beginners can follow. And these are things that I've used to rank customers and also myself at the top of ChatGPT and also all AI search engines. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm also going to be sharing my free AI visibility checklist that you can use in order to dominate AI search results. Now, getting straight into it, the first thing that I want you to do is go to ChatGPT and I want you to search, what do you look for when recommending your niche? So what do you look for when recommending your product or service? Now, to give you a specific example, I'm going to be using this business to Analyse, which is a client of mine, which I've consistently ranked at the top of ChatGPT and other AI search engines. Their niche is self-storage software. They provide software to self-storage businesses. So all we do is, what do you look for when recommending self-storage software? And what ChatGPT is going to give you is literally a checklist that it uses in order to determine whether it should recommend a brand or service. And this checklist is what you're going to use in step 1 in order to skyrocket your AI visibility. What you can see here, it's literally broken down 5 core layers that i.e. the AI, it's referring to itself as looks at in order to provide recommendations. And essentially what you can do, you can get this, and you can actually do this with all AI search engines. And you can use this to create a checklist of things that you should be mentioning in your online presence in order to boost your visibility. So for example, it's looking specifically at tech architecture and integrations. So it's looking for platforms that have API access. So if this website has the ability to have API access, which you can see it does, by mentioning that in its online presence, it makes it more likely that it gets recommended. So you're going to use this answer to create a checklist. You can just write it down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to search in ChatGPT, what do you know about your brand? And you need to specifically say, search the internet. So I'm going to replace this with that website. And while that loads, just to recap, we've created a checklist of things that AI looks for when providing a recommendation in your niche. We're then going to go to ChatGPT and we're going to ask it, what do you know about your brand? And you're telling it to search the internet. So what this is effectively doing, it's going to give you a number of different sources. It's going to show the information about your business, and it's going to show you where it gets that information from. So once this is finished loading, you can see at the bottom of the ChatGPT answers, we have the sources. And what you're going to specifically do, you're going to specifically compare what ChatGPT says here to the checklist that you generated earlier. Now, if something either doesn't match up or what ChatGPT knows here is missing key information from this checklist, you're then going to look at the citations and you're going to edit the information on these sources to specifically include the things from the checklist we generated earlier. So for example, you can see it's pulling from this business's website. So obviously we could just easily edit the business on your own website to change what AI knows about you. But then you can also see that it's pulling from Association here. It's pulling from Reddit, Capterra, and a number of different industry websites. Now, if you have the ability to edit these sources, you go and do it. However, if there's a source that AI is using to understand more about your business and you need to update it to include the things that we found in the checklist, all we're going to do is click on that source. And again, you can create a spreadsheet to track this over time, create a list of the sources that you're going to outreach to. And I want you to install an extension called Hunter. And what Hunter specifically does, it will scrape the whole website that you go to, and it will find the emails and LinkedIns of people that work at that business. What you then need to do is outreach to them in order to ask them to update what they're saying about your business to include the things that we want AI to know. So here, all I would do, if I needed to edit this source to include the things, I would outreach to these people, some of which on LinkedIn or, and email, some of which just email, and I would make a credible case of why they need to update that information. And I would even be prepared to pay them, especially if there's a top source that AI is using to understand more about your business. Now, this isn't included in the 3 steps that I'm going to tell you, but if you really want to take this to the next level, you can ask AI what it knows about your competitors, and you can make sure that your business is also mentioned on those sources. And that's going to really skyrocket above your competitors, even ones that are much bigger than you. And if you found this helpful, I'll actually add a link in the description to my free community Future Proof, which is a community where I share AI visibility best practices and blueprints to help you dominate AI search. But moving on to the second step, what I want you to do is, again, go to ChatGPT and give it the prompt, search the internet, and ask it what is the best, whatever you offer or your type of business. So, for example, for what we were using earlier, we could go search the internet and what is the best self-storage software. And what this is going to do is search the web and it's going to get recommendations for the best self-storage software. And the reason that this is important for any niche, especially yours, is because AI has no personal experience of its own. So what it often does, it will look to the experience of others in order to decide what it should include in the recommendation. So you ask AI what is the best, and then you then look at the sources, i.e. the places it's looking for, to decide what it should recommend, and you should influence those sources in order to recommend you. So again, just following this example, you can see that it's recommended a ton of different self-storage companies, software, etc. And all we should do is you just scroll to the bottom and go to sources. Now, it looks like some of these aren't really relevant. So again, you can sort of reprompt it and ask it to look at different things. But essentially, you're looking for the sources that specifically recommend you or your competitors. So for example, here, the best self-storage software available. And you'll often see a lot of different listicles, i.e. the lists of best something. So 6 best self-storage management software. And you'll often see this in your niche because these lists of the best of something are probably one of the most common sources used in order to provide a recommendation. So what you're essentially going to do, you're going to build a list of all of these sources that recommend your competitors or lists where you're not in the top 1 or 2. And then you're going to outreach to those lists in order to get your business, product, or service featured at the top. So to give you an example, I'm going to get a couple of these different lists here that are probably leading to some of these competitors getting ranked. I'm going to look to see whether that company is at the top. And as you can see, that company Storganize is not mentioned in this list of best self-storage management softwares. So in order to boost the visibility of that company, and you can do this the same for you, we again go to Hunter. We get a list of all the people that work at this business. Now, sometimes they're competitors and you may need to skip it, which is fine. But you would outreach to the email and the LinkedIn profile in order to provide a credible case of why your business should be listed as the best of whatever you provide. And if you can do this on just a couple of these sources, that is another thing that will absolutely skyrocket your ranking. And I've done this for myself to get myself from not mentioned at all by AI search engines like ChatGPT to literally featured at the top. So just to recap, you're going to ask AI, search the internet, what is the best, whatever you offer. Then you're going to specifically look at listicles that do not list you in the top 1 or 2 and the sources that are used to recommend your competitors. You're then going to outreach to those sources to make a credible case of why you should be featured. And sometimes you do need to be prepared to pay. And trust me, again, this is worth it because even if you have to pay a couple of $100s, if you can influence AI answers that are seen by hundreds of millions of users, that can take your business to the next level. Now, moving on to the third thing that we should do, and to be honest, this is probably the most controversial tactic of all of them because it really does work so well. What you're going to do, you're going to head over to Presswire. Presswire is essentially an industry-leading newswire distribution platform where you can essentially release press releases to hundreds of sites. And what I specifically want you to do is take a listicle where your business is mentioned at the top. For example, this is a list of the 10 best self-storage softwares, using the same example we've used throughout this video. And you would essentially make sure your business is at the top and turn this into an industry report. So what I would do for that website, I would create a self-storage software industry report, the best providers ranked 2026. I would add some sort of unique data into that press release, and I would put the business that I want to get boosted in AI search engines in ChatGPT at the top. And the reason this works so well is, as you can see, listicles really heavily influence AI search engines. However, AI search engines like ChatGPT, OpenAI, are getting smarter at learning how people are manipulating the search results. So if you really want to just skip the queue and rank at the top, what you should do is release a press release of an industry report. Industry reports with credible first-hand data are more likely to be used as a source in AI search engines. You should release that to hundreds of sites through a press release in order to overnight boost your visibility. And again, you want to make sure it includes some unique information. You want to make sure it's industry report, and you want to make sure that it looks like it's been written by someone that's done real first-hand research and investigation into the best providers in your industry. So there you are, everyone. That is a 3-step guide in order to how you can dominate AI search results and rank consistently in ChatGPT. If you found this video helpful, feel free to check out my free community in the first link in the description, and also sign up for the waiting list for a tool I'm making called Focal, which is going to be a tool that's going to allow you to dominate all AI search results, not just ChatGPT, and create winning ChatGPT ads. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.